Hey guys, what's going on? So now we're at the evening Prelude for the 2023 Lewis County Fair, and I'm starting this pretty quickly because you can see this is an hour and a half before the event starts and the grandstands are already starting to fill up. So it's crazy, always crazy here with the amount of people that get up in the grandstands early. So it is what it is. I'm gonna have to get through this Prelude and then we'll head up there. All right, so we got the trucks on the left side. We got a Ram and another Ram behind that. Right here we got a Taurus, but I'll go up and down like I did before, and then I'm probably gonna head back there and see what I can find. We got a Ford Econoline. Behind that we have a Chevrolet Tahoe. It'd be interesting to see how this thing holds up. I hope none of that's connected, but we'll see. Doesn't look too bad underneath. Got a truck that is just seems to never die. The Ram here that has made appearances at San Filippo. I think it was at Mini Meltdown, and just been all over the place for the past couple years now. It just seems like this truck can't die. And we'll go ahead and work our way. Let's see what this guy's doing here. We got a pre-ran from earlier. Earlier seats were pretty good. Got a Buick Regal right there. That one's already seen some better days. Let's go ahead and keep walking here. We'll go ahead and start from the back and work our way up. I got the pre-ran Camry right here. This one died relatively quick, but he's back to send it again for the evening demolition derby. In front of that we got a Cobalt, nice paint job there, Cobalt. And that we got another newer style Toyota Camry.
Derby dog?
Yep.
Good shit, man.
Thank you. Got a Honda Civic in front of that. Why I like the Civics, I do like the Civics more than I think I like the Toyota Corollas, because these have a subframe under them. That's something that it has an advantage on of the Corolla in the small car class. In front of that, you guys know I love my Regals. This one's already been in at least one derby. See, she was pretty crusty. Let's see. Is it still connected? No, it looks like that. Both trailing arms look to be pretty thrown out. Same shifter that's in mine. We'll see how, hopefully he doesn't have too much trouble. I have a feeling I might have some trouble with mine. I'm not sure yet, but I guess we'll find out. Front frame still looks like it's there, just barely welded on here. You see the where that bumper's mounted. Boy, I'd be scared about that falling off, especially with this big of a bumper. Somebody comes right through here. It's aluminum back too. That's the interesting thing. Somebody comes back here and rips it right off. Also with the 3.8, interesting. And this is Series 2 3800. This is not the Series 1. So it has that different motor mount setup, which is superior to mine. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how well this one's going to do, but you never know. In front of that, we got the Basel car. It was supposed to be running full-size bone stock in the afternoon demolition derby, but it appears that they're having issues with that, so we won't get in their way here. Hopefully they get that one run in the evening demolition derby. Got an HHR in front of that. These HHRs, you know, they're all right. I think the biggest weakness, of course, is the aluminum spindles. It always seems to take out these things. So back ends are pretty stout in them, not too bad, as long as they're not too rotted. Pretty good. I guess that goes for any car. As long as it's not too rotted, it's pretty decent. Got a Volkswagen right there. In front of that, we have that Mazda 3 we saw earlier on the trailer. And in front of that, we have a Ford Taurus. I like these Ford Tauruses. I've always been a fan of the Ford Taurus. See how it does. A little crusty looking, but not too bad. These front frames are always pretty beefy in the front. The only problem is the coil pack's right in front of the motor. If you don't move that coil pack, that's what happened to my Taurus when I ran it. The coil pack ended up getting smashed because it's like a ramp with these things with that fiberglass core support. So unfortunately, that's what happened to my Taurus, but hopefully it doesn't happen to that one. I tend to curse some cars sometimes. Mercury Grand Marquis, I believe, here. Ooh, a little bend to that bumper, that's for sure. This is just going to be another bone stock full size. Nice. We'll work our way over to the back side. Bear with me here. We had a pretty good demo for the afternoon demolition derby. Heat 1, I think, might have been the best out of that one, just because people were really doing good on the gas there. Those vans were really hitting hard. I don't think I've seen vans been like that in quite some time. So, all right, let me work my way and see what I can find back here. So, got a Dodge Grand Caravan. I think we saw this one earlier. Obviously, we saw the LeSabre earlier. Dickup's got another Ford Taurus or Ford 500. We might have saw that one earlier. I know there were a few back here. Got the 777 of that DeVille over there. This one won. Do a little aftermath here for you of the Hyundai Elantra. And looks like it did very well in the back. I know these back ends are pretty stout in them. Just starting to twist the speaker deck now. I'll go ahead and take a look at the back here. Very nice how these pack in. These cars are really decent. I think if I'm going to get a bone stock, just a quick run and done kind of car, it's going to be one of these Elantras or a Sonata, something of that nature. Got another Ford 500 here. This is the one that got stuck, I believe, in the corner in the third heat. Got a pretty hurt Camry. I think this is a Camry right here. I could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah. Oof. Look at this truck. Just ripped right out. Oof, oof, oof. Look at the subframe's ripped. It's a very common rust spot on these Camrys. Same thing with the older gen Camrys. And I'm sure it's going to happen with the newer gen. We got a Jeep Cherokee on the trailer there, as well as a Ford Crown Victoria right there. I think we saw that one earlier as well. Looks to be a Ford Fusion or a Mercury Milan. I believe those, yeah. But I believe that to be the Fusion. Out of the two, I don't want to get into too many people's way here. I don't want to get violating people's personal space just because, you know, this is where they work on the cars. Got that truck I recognize passing by. We'll have to go take a look at that as well. Got a few full size back here. Got that Saturn off the trailer over there. See if he can get the axle back in it. I think that axle probably just snapped off, so we'll see if he has another axle and everything. See if he can get back out there. All right. A lot of these cars I do recognize from earlier. I guess a lot of guys just held off to run later. Got a truck that I recognize here. I believe this one's ran in San Filippo. And it's a Super Duty. Those are tough trucks right there. Those are tough trucks. I know a lot of guys, I believe that's another Super Duty sitting up on the trailer over there. I expect to see some of them tonight. They're probably some of the toughest trucks. It's very strange because you have the F-150s that aren't generally very tough at all, and then you have the Super Duties that are just seem to be dominating the competition. It's very strange to me. But that's the way it goes sometimes. And it had a Grand Prix over here line up. And I'll go ahead and go over there and look at that Express, and then I think I'm just gonna wrap up the Prelude there. Got to save some more battery for later. I think it's the Grand Prix we saw earlier as well. 3800 Series 3. Let the truck pass by here. Got another truck behind that as well. Looks like another Super Duty. Yep, sure is. And that's a diesel. That is a diesel. Okay, that should be interesting. Wow. Oop. Oh, look how much this van is freaking huge. Look at all this room. Probably flip this thing pretty easy. Wow. Yeah, that front end's gonna be target. It's gonna be a heck of a time trying to turn this thing around in that skinny ring. Huh. In front of that, we got a Chevrolet Silverado, just a regular two-door, probably just a base truck, work truck. Looks pretty rotten, so see how it holds up. It's always, it has the 350. No, Yeah, it has a 350, it looks like. So we'll see, maybe a 305. I think they still put the 305s in the late 90s trucks. I could be wrong about that. It might have only been the 350 by that point. But we'll see how this one holds up. But I think that's going to pretty much wrap up the Prelude. I was hoping to see that Volkswagen earlier, but I hope we'll see it later on tonight. Oop, I think I missed this Durango too. But these Durangos are very tough. You can see just how straight that frame rail is all the way up to about there. That makes it very tough. No wonder why these are tough vehicles. I know the body panels tend to bend way more than just the frame does. I wonder if there's a... Oh, look at that. It has a... Is that factory? No, it looks a little too rough to be factory. I don't know. But overall, I think those are very tough looking frames. Looks pretty thick. So, not surprised these Durangos are so boxy in the back end. That also helps as well. So hopefully he's able to keep this one together. Front frames are also very straight. You can see that's just a straight angle all the way through. So we'll see how that does. Alrighty guys, still have the windshield in it too. Bone stock. Gotta love bone stock. Alrighty guys, thank you for watching the Prelude. And if you stay tuned this far, stay tuned for more Derby action coming up next. Should be a good show. They're putting out a good show today. The track should be relatively good conditions because, I mean, it's a beautiful day. And very good weather today. We're very thankful. So stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.